have a very special, I say this every single time, a very special overview video of our current giveaway that's going on right this second. If you're seeing this after March 4th of 2024, this giveaway's passed, you can't enter anymore. However, if you're seeing this in between Valentine's Day 2024 up until March 4th, 2024, you still have the chance to get entered into winning this thing along with $50,000. So here we are 5 years later. We started LGND February 11th, 2019 was the very first giveaway that we ever launched. And here we are February 14th of 2024, 5 years and 3 days later, launching a 2024 Z06 that is still, to this day, we bought this a couple months ago, but still to this day going for over MSRP. I paid $40,000 over markup on this car, so we have $180,000 into the car alone. Then we have all the modifications. So it's a very desirable car. There's not many out there, and for the people that do have them, they most likely paid over retail, unless they factory ordered it. I didn't factory order this one, so I paid 40 over. But even the people that did factory order, some of them are paying over MSRP. Nonetheless, needless to say, you're still going to have to pay a pretty penny to acquire one of these. But with us, a t-shirt might win you the keys and a check for $50,000. So we have some tasteful mods to this thing. Not too much, but just enough. First and foremost, we're gonna go over the paint, then suspension and wheels, and then performance. So should be a pretty quick one. Trucks are really big. This thing's really small, so we don't have much suspension to go over like the trucks where it's all powder coated and there's a bunch of parts. So let's just get straight to it. All right, color match. So we color match to the inside of the headlights. Only Corvette, Z06, C8. I don't know about C8 in general because they make the Stingrays, but out of the Z06s, this is the first and only Z06 with color matched headlights. We color matched the whole center grille in the front. We did a Ferro Performance lip, carbon fiber, and then we painted it to cover all of the carbon just so that you could see the lip. The whole entire front end is PPF, as well as the sides, the mirrors, and we have the back rock areas where the front tires might kick back and hit the back fenders and chip. All of that's PPF, including all of the new fresh paint, so that you don't get chips on your nice painted carbon. So coming over to the side, we have the Ferro Industries side skirts, also carbon, just like the front lip, and these are also painted pretty much 80% until you get to the back, it slims out. But again, the goal here was to have just the edge showing in carbon. It adds that nice detail, and these are also fully PPF'd. Color matched mirrors, factory mirrors, nothing touched there. Paragon turn signal lights, tinted lens. We also have the factory Y bars, I like to call them, that go from the door to the back fender. Those are painted two-tone, factory black, along with the metallic red. And we wanted to keep this top section black so that you see this detail from the side, whereas these are normally all black and it really stands out. Now it kind of blends in and you have this nice, thin, almost pinstripe on the side. It just adds a nice touch of detail. Coming back some more, these little wing extensions, these are factory, nothing touched here, except for painting the wing extensions. These were black, just like the wing itself. Tail lights, color matched and tinted, bordered. So this is normally a lens right here that you can see light through. Now it's painted so that you only see light from the back. And then our whole bottom diffuser is painted, color matched metallic red, but we left this section. This is not two pieces, so this was all taped off so that we have this nice detail in the back as well. And then the section, the ring that goes around the exhaust tips is left black as well. Again, we want to break up the color. This isn't a full color match vehicle, so if we were to color match the whole diffuser, it would look a little strange. Same thing with the lip and the side skirts. The reason we didn't do full color match is one, we wanted to show that it's still a carbon piece, and two, the car is not fully color matched, so we don't need fully color matched pieces to make the car unbalanced almost. Color match wise, that is pretty much it. Wheels, tires, suspension. Paragon lowering cups. There are no lowering springs for this car. They're called lowering cups. Those are installed front and rear. And then we have Vossen 5 spokes in gloss black, along with the factory Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, front and rear. Tint, 35% on the windshield, 5% on the sides. Obviously it's not up because top's down right now. But before we get into the features, because there's a lot of cool features, and again, I say this with all of the truck videos, overviews that I do. I'm not a salesman for Chevy. I'm not a salesman for GMC. I'm not a salesman for Ram. I'm not a salesman for any of the companies that we do giveaways for. But if you want to learn more about each vehicle's specs as far as the features that they have inside and outside the car, we don't really go over that. We go over what we did. But this car is very fun to go over a few features that I'll show you shortly. But before we do that, we'll talk exhaust. We have a Valvetronic full exhaust on this thing with headers, and it sounds like a Ferrari. an F1 car. Whatever you want to compare it to, it is insanely loud. So we're gonna hop inside, show you a few of the features in there, then we'll turn it on. You can hear the exhaust and just how loud this thing is. So come in, unfortunately the doors don't go up. That's fine, because this thing is spec'd out. I mean, all the Corvette Stingrays are super high tech, and that's one of the things, or one of the reasons that people like the Corvette Stingrays, is because you get that supercar look and feel, all while having all the tech features that most supercars don't have. Like an insanely, when I say insanely, I mean insanely good sound system. This thing is ear piercing. For one, it's the convertible. All the Corvettes, you could take the top off, they're T-tops. So I think all of the systems are loud anyways, but this one is much louder than my old C8. So you could be going 120 miles an hour, which I don't suggest doing, with the top down and still hear this thing perfectly clear all the way up. You can't even talk to the person next to you with the windows down. It's crazy. Back glass is also tinted. It rolls up and down. So if you want to hear more of the exhaust when the roof is up, you can roll this down just to let a little bit of that noise come through right behind your head and not hear any wind noise like if you had your side windows down. We also have Paragon Performance shift paddles in anodized red. Of course, same interior as the normal C8 Stingray. Nothing really changed there. You got your cup holders, 2 in the center. That's all you have, but at least it's better than most supercars that don't have any cup holders. You have the CarPlay, you have the Android Auto that can pull up on your screen. Plenty of storage in your door panels, unlike, again, most other supercars. You have your garage door buttons on your sun visor. Super user-friendly steering wheel, other than it being square. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like the circle or just the flat bottom steering wheels, but this is fully square. Don't really like that. But either way, let's turn this thing on. Okay, so that just gives a little idea. I'm sure Owen will put in some video clips here to let you actually hear the thing. It is insanely loud when you get on it. That's just the cold start's crazy too. This thing's been warmed up because it's been turned on a few times in the past hour. But the cold start on this thing will wake up your neighbors. It will rattle the windows on your house. Okay, seats. We have the carbon seats. These things are full power adjustable. So they're not like, again, other supercars. I keep comparing them because, again, this is comparable. Although it's not the same class necessarily, it's still comparable. It's almost as fast. It is very similar looking, and the interior, performance, everything is very similar to a supercar. Price-wise, it's a little off. I mean, it's maybe 100 grand less than most supercars, but it's a great car to daily or take to car shows. It doesn't matter your age range. If you're an 18-year-old or if you're 70 years old, this car is meant for pretty much everyone. Ton of space. You have your glove box space, you have your center console space, which I have a bunch of stuff in it right now, but you have your center console space, wireless charging pad on the back, another speaker back here, mode selector is right here, little turn knob, and full digital screen, carbon fiber start stop button, full digital screen that you can select different dashboard styles. Of course, your film has. You have your CarPlay, but if you go home, you have the normal new Chevrolet interface. And again, sound system is absolutely incredible. Heated and cooled seats. That's about it. All your buttons are right here on this little strip. Nowhere else. There are no door handles. It's a little button. The hardtop. I will show you how that works. So your window switch for your back windows right here. And then your hardtop button is also on there. All right, so like I was saying, that's pretty much all the cool features. All the rest of the features, if you want to go on Chevrolet's website, you can. There's one more thing I want to show you actually before you guys go. But I was showing him before I closed the top, the digital rear view camera. Cool feature that Chevy includes on most of their new vehicles, even on the the heavy duty trucks, they have that as an option. So the camera for that is actually right up here. So you get a perfect view of what's in back of you, and it has night vision as well, so everything's black and white at night. So the really cool thing on this car, and I'm going to get the key for it, that other supercars again don't have, there's basically two trunks. Even with it being a convertible, this thing has more space than any non-convertible supercar. So you go on a road trip, you're gonna have enough space. So huge trunk in the front. Always close it with your knuckles. And then, in addition, huge space in the back. Massive. And this does not get affected by your top going down. It's a completely separate cover. So your top goes down underneath this section, and your trunk is completely separate. And then it auto closes. All right, guys, so that is the 2024 Corvette Z06 that we currently have up for grabs. It is only 20 days long from start to finish. February 14th to March 4th is all you guys have to take this thing home. One lucky person will take it home. So if you want the chance to take that thing and the 50K, you have to go to lgnewsplyco.com and get yourself entered. You only have until March 4th. If you win it, I'm be sad to see it go. But you're gonna be right here, just like all the rest of our winners, with that big garage door that says the lab on it in the background. This will be underneath the cloak. We'll take it off. You're gonna get revealed your brand new car, brand new CU car, and you will be on your merry way home. And you will probably, if you are driving distance away where you need to drive the car, considering, you know, you're not in Connecticut or Massachusetts, if you have a long drive, you're gonna have a beautiful drive home in this thing with whoever it is that you decide to take with you. Again, if you do win, you could take whoever you want with you. I wouldn't take more than one person, obviously, because if you decide to take this home and drive it home, you only have one passenger seat. But for you and your passenger, whoever wins this thing, you and the passenger will have an absolute blast on the way home. And you're gonna have a blast the day that you win and come pick it up here at the lab in Connecticut. So lgnewsplyco.com, guys. You only have until March 4th, 2024. Good luck. LGN 43 is live. Go get yourself right here.